Hi everyone, welcome to another interesting tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'll be taking you through the step-by-step process on how to cut and sew this beautiful corset top with draping on top. So if this is what you are looking at to learn, please stick to the end of the tutorial. If you are joining us for the first time today, thank you for joining us, and don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime you have new tutorials. For our returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back. If you'd like to join my WhatsApp group, the link will be in the description box. So thank you for joining us today, and let's get started. So for the drafting now, we are going to be drafting a corset top. So I have my basic lines here. So from the shoulder, I have the shoulder line, the chest line, the bust, the under bust, the waist, and from the waist I step down by 5 inches for the corset length. So once you have all of these lines now, you can go ahead and start imputing your measurements. On the shoulder line, my shoulder divided by 2, and I also marked it also on the chest line and connect the two lines together. So on the bust line, you impute your bust measurement for the bust, and you are going to take that bust measurement from to the waist and also to the under bust. Now for my waist, the original waist of this person was 30 inches, so I'm snatching the waist, so I reduced it by 3 inches. So if you want to snatch the waist, just go ahead and reduce how much you want to snatch it. So I went ahead to mark out the waist measurement and also the under bust. And also now we are marking out the bust span measurement divided by 2. That's where they put the nipple measurements from the bust down to the hem of the dress of the top. Then you connect the lines together. So whatever difference you have from your bust and the waist is what you'll be using as your waist darts. So here I have 2.25, so I'm to be sharing it on both sides of the dart line like this. And also for the under bust, whatever difference we have there is what we'll be using for the under bust tightening. So whatever measurements you are working with, just make sure that you follow through and you use the difference. So for the darts and the under bust tightening, there's no specific measurement for it. So my dart is stopping half inch before the bust point, so you just go ahead and connect it as seen like this. For the bust dart, I'm using 2 inches. That is the difference between the front half length and the back half length. So whatever yours is, you go ahead and use it. So with the darts I have on my waistline now, I'm going to be transferring it straight to the hem of the top. So you just go ahead and mark it and connect the two lines together. So on that line now, we are going to be imputing our hip measurements divided by 4 plus the dart intake. Hip measurement divided by 4 plus whatever dart intake you have there, then you connect it to the waistline. So once you're able to achieve this now, then we convert these basic bodies to our corset top. Alright, so to convert to corset now, we are going to be deciding the height of the cup and the depth of the neckline. So from the under bust up, we are going to be measuring the height of the cup depending on how the person is, the size of the person, and how exposed you want the cup area to be. So I'm extending the line here. So for the neckline on the center front, I want it to be stopping on the chest line. So I'm just going to be using the chest line as my guide. So from there is where the neckline is going to be. So now the bust span measurements, you extend it to that point that you mark as your cup height. Then you are going to be doing tightening on both sides. So you tighten it by 0.5 depending on the size, or 0.75 or 1 depending on the size of the person. So here I use 0.5 because the person is actually very small. So I have this now, and I'm going to be connecting it to the chest line and the center front, which is going to be the neck area, the neck guide that I'm using. So from that chest point now to the under bust, you are going to be marking 1/2 inch. That is going to be for the center of your cup, in between of the cup. So we have this now. So now for this first side of the cup, you go ahead and connect it as seen like this. This is just like a basic type of a corset. So when you have this now, so whatever you have as your bust span measurement, you add 1 inch to it to get the wideness of the second side of your cup. Then you are going to be connecting it to the chest line and then to the under bust as seen like this. So this is going to be the second part of our cup, and for the neck area you are blending it into the chest line, because this is a sleeveless corset, so I don't have yoke or anything. So this is what the corset is going to be looking like. So you have both sides. Since we are draping on it, I'm not going to be making it to be a 3-part corset, so just make sure you label it very well in order to avoid confusion. So go ahead now to cut it. After cutting, this is what we have for our front corset. So now we are going to keep this aside to draft the back bodice. So for the back bodice, I have like vertical lines here: the shoulder, the chest line, the bust line, the back waist line, and from there I step down by 5 inches. So don't forget you are using the back waist, not the normal front waist. So now once you are done, now on the waistline I went in by 0.75, which is going to be for the sway back. Then you connect it to the upper part and also to the hip line. So on your bust line, you measure your back bust measurement, and also don't forget to measure your shoulder line on the chest line and also on the shoulder line. You connect those two lines together as in like this. So this is just to tell you where the armhole is going to be. So on my waistline, I measured my back waist. So I like my back bodies most times not to have that, and this is always easy because I'm using bust allocation. That means my front and my back measurements are not the same, so it's always easier. On the hip line, I measured my hip divided by 4 and I connected it as seen like this. So you can decide on the neckline you want. For the front, you can use your chest line, or you can just slant it down a little bit as seen like this. So once you are done now, don't forget to label all the parts. So for the highlights now, we are reducing it by 2 inches on the upper part and 1.5 on the hem of the top. Then you connect the two lines together. So this is where the lacing bar is going to be. So you can just mark it out like this. With this now, we can go ahead and cut our back pattern. So this is the back, and I'm also bringing the front piece so that we'll see what's the full draft of our corset top, what they are looking like. So with this now, we'll go ahead and cut it on the fabric and add the necessary allowances. This is what I have after cutting it out. I've added the necessary allowance. So starting with the side, I had a 0.5-inch allowance all round for the side front, and also for the cup I had a 0.5-inch allowance all round, and I've cut both lining and the main fabric and I've interfaced all of them. So for the center front, I had a 0.5-inch allowance all round also, including the center front, which is supposed to be folded, but because of the draping we are going to be joining it together later. For the back, I had a 0.5-inch allowance except for the center back, which is going to be carrying the lacing bar. So once you have all of this sorted out now, then you can proceed to sewing. So we are starting with the cup, so you go ahead and stitch each of the cup together. So you bring one side of each of the cup. Don't forget, I notched the parts where we are going to be joining the two pieces together. So if you are cutting out yours now, don't forget to also notch it so that you don't make confusion when you are trying to join it together. So you place each side together and join it by 0.5-inch allowance. You do the same thing for the fabric and also the lining. So for the main body, for the front now, we have two pieces of our center front. So you bring it here and you'll be joining it to each side of the side front. So you pick one of the side fronts and join it to each of the side by 0.5-inch allowance that we added. For the center front, we are not joining it yet till we are done with the draping. So you stitch this one for the front and you also do the same thing for the lining. The next thing now is to sew the cup area to the main body after joining it together. So for the cup, I'm using a bra cup for it, and I've gone ahead to fix it inside the cup now. So the next thing now is to sew it together. So you are going to be taking the joining area for both the cup and the main body of the front. You pin it together like this. Then you are going to be stitching it on both sides by 0.5 inch allowance. So you just sew it round to the main body by 0.5 inch. And also for the lining, I have it here like this. Since the lining did not have anything, so I'm gonna have to join both the front and the back, and also sew my boning on it. So for this lining also, you go ahead and sew the cup on the lining. After joining the cup together, this is what I have. So you just notch the joining area and give it a good press. So once we have this now, we can go ahead and start the next process, which is the draping of the Tulle Net on it. So I'm using I used about 5 yards of Tulle Net for the draping. So I'm going to be pinning it on my body form, which makes it more easier. Then you just be doing the draping on it, and you'll be pinning the drapes as you proceed. You can actually do it on flat surface, but it's going to be a whole lot of work. So if you have a body form, it will make your work easier. And also for the back, you're also going to be doing the draping. So the draping is going to be individual. Then when we are done now, we now join all of the pieces together. Alright, so for the draping now, I've done for the back, the two pieces of the back, and also for one side of the front. So I'll be using the other side now to explain how you're going to be doing the draping. So first, you take your bodice and pin it on your body form like this. So when you are pinning it down, make sure that it is well relaxed, that there's no folding. So you just go ahead and pin all of the sides together like this. After pinning down now, you make sure that all the sides are relaxed, then you can start the draping. So I've cut out the piece of Tulle Net I'll be using. I make sure that it is very long and wider than the body I'm making it for. So when I'm done, I will trim off the excess on both sides. So you just pin it to the upper parts of your body form like this, then you start the draping. So you'll be draping it little by little. It takes a lot of time, so you use your pin to hold it down. So I'm using half-inch pin to hold it down. So as I'm making each of the drape, I will hold it down on the center front, the side, and also on the center line. So I'm holding it in 3 places so that I will have my drape intact. So once you've done the first one, you continue with the second one, then you continue on and on like that. So just make sure that each of the drapes are equal. One is not bigger than the other one. Okay, so this is what we have after draping. You see how beautiful it's looking. So I pin it on 3 parts. So I'll be using curved needle to stitch down the middle part, that is the draping to the fabric. So you stitch it down on the same line. So for the other side now, when I'm done with the center line, I'll carefully lift it up with the pin. Then I will take it to my sewing machine to just use the sewing machine to stitch it down. When I was doing the draping, I make sure that the half-inch pin I was using to hold the drape to the body did not join to I did not use it to hold the body form, so it will make it easier for me to be able to lift it up. So for the center now, you just go ahead and stitch it down. Make sure that the thread you are using for the stitching did not show so much, so you just carefully and tack it down to the hem. So if at this point you are enjoying the tutorial and you are still yet to subscribe, please go ahead and click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we have new tutorials. And also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment, and also share the tutorial. If you have any question, you can always drop it in the comment section. So thank you for joining us. So when I was done with the center part now, so I will just carefully remove this whole body from the body form so that I'll be able to stitch the other side of the drape like this. So you just carefully lift it up from your body form. So this is what I have with the drape for both the front and the back. Now we can go ahead now to start the stitching together. So for the center front now, the center front line, you sew it down from the upper part to the hem by 0.5 inch allowance. You open that, and on the side you join it to the back to by 0.5 inch allowance also. So after joining now, the next thing we are going to be doing is to be turning it with the line. You can see how beautiful and neat is looking. So you bring the lining and you are going to be placing right side facing the right side. On the upper part, you stitch it down all around by 0.5 inch allowance, making sure that each of the joining lines are together. And on the hem also, you join it together by 0.5 inch allowance, and we'll be turning it out from the center back. So this is what we have now. You see the inside, it's looking neat and beautiful, and this is what the outside part is looking like. So the next thing now is to fix our eyelet bar. So I have the two for each side now, and I've also fixed the bone. So this is what the results of the corset top with draping, this is what is looking like. I hope you're able to learn something new from our class. Thank you for joining us today, and don't forget to like, comment, and also share the tutorial. So you can make this as a top, or you can join it to a gown to make a full dress. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next class.